Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless Sea. I'm your host, BrainBoy, and where we had last left off, we had been on our way to the Empire of Hands in order to begin the archaeological dig to unlock the tomb of the first Emperor. Now, before we continue with that, I believe it's now time to visit the first, shall we say not the first Emperor, but the current Emperor, to the Sovereign Isle. Wild-wheeled court. Gain access to the court. The gates are guarded by two armored monkeys that would look adorable if not for the blood on their bayonets. Humans are not welcome without an invitation or a worthy gift for the Emperor. So let's have a visit, shall we? The stench and heat as the gates open are a sucker punch to your senses. Inside, the stagnant air of the windowless wood palace hangs with sweat and tastes of hair. Everything is filthy and every surface used. The apes are as likely to swing across the roof as to walk the floors. In prized oasis of relative calm, the high-souled conduct themselves with poise of highborn lords and ladies. Around them, their barely uplifted lessers scamper around exhausted, taking orders and cruelties from all who care to dispense them. In the middle are countless more, a sea of apes longing for advancement, fighting for what they have, with tooth, claw, and low cunning. Emperor of Hands Wild status is now 5. And the monkey business quality is now 30. Emperor Crispin IV holds court in the heart of this palace. None may speak without permission, but the voice of the Emperor is still the least heard of all. Summoned by the Emperor, to step into his throne room is to step into another world, a polished one of cool, blessed quiet that already feels as alien as it is pleasant. An official welcome. The Emperor sits on his throne, wrapped in robes of violet, and wearing an ornate golden mask. He remains motionless, silent. He could be mistaken for a statue, if not for an almost imperceptible nod to grant his seneschal permission to speak in his name. She approaches, arms folded in red-trimmed yellow robes of a court mandarin. Her expression is carefully blank, the chestnut hair on her face powdered alabaster white and decorated with exquisite detail in red and black. The rings on her fingers mark her as a 10-souled ape, a status even their admiralty can respect. She bows before you, a complicated ritual display of sweeping sleeves that somehow never breaks eye contact. Finished, she waits for your response. I'm going to be ignoring the voice in the background, and I'm going to actually pause the video and yell at her to be quiet for a moment. Alright, well, that was annoying. It turns out my mother just was requesting my presence to show how much of an idiot my dad is. Ah, well. Alright, so now, do we wish to return the bow, or curtsy, or remain still? I guess we should return the bow. You are, after all, in front of an emperor. Or a curtsy instead, if this is my preferred way to express respect. Or we could remain still, but I don't feel like disrespecting him. We'll attempt to return to the bow. A flicker of approval. You bow deeply, but not to the exquisite seneschal. She is but a voice of the Emperor, and it is to him that your respect is due. He makes no move and says nothing, but a test has been passed, nevertheless. Now, there is business to be discussed. A great exodus. The exquisite seneschal requests your assistance to supply the Emperor of Hands' greatest work, a supplement that will take them to a new home far away from here. Materials for the journey. You point out that the Admiralty is the Empire of Hands both under embargo and quarantined. The only thing worse to be caught doing here than supplying them would be helping them escape their confinement. Have you people not already caused us enough pain? She demands. We starve, and you would prevent us being fed. We thirst to explore, and you cage us like animals. Why? For what fine purpose? What threats are we to you, who happily dine with devils? She shakes her head, almost with pity. What could you possibly see in us that shames you so? I guess we shall accept their commission. You will help the apes complete the zeppelin. For now. The exquisite seneschal bows again, deeper. With a pair of servants to row the boat, she takes you to the zeppelin's site in Port Stenton. It was originally the project of a traveler from afar hoping to travel east, who encountered an accident. In his plans and engine, however, the great monkeys saw their opportunity. The great exodus will require supplies and fuel, of course, explains this exquisite seneschal. We also seek souls to uplift our brethren that they may join the work. You will, of course, be reasonably compensated for your expenses, and are rewarded upon completion. She also hints that there may be faster ways to complete the Zeppelin. To say more, though, would require a level of trust that you have not yet earned. The Zeppelin is complete. It's time to return to the exquisite seneschal for your reward. The apes will handle the fine details. We need 2 crates of human souls to contribute. And working with the delightful adventuress will continue help. The exquisite seneschal may have a distasteful way of acquiring many supplies required for free. I'll contribute fuel to it. Unfortunately, we have nothing to do here, but there isn't much yet work to be done. No shore leave, nothing else. I don't think we can actually do much else on the Empire of Hands. Is there anything I'm missing? Let's not. Yes, let's not do anything as of yet. As of now, I guess we'll shove off once more. We have enough fuel and supplies where I'll try to explore a little bit up north before heading back. In fact, I think I actually have to visit Port Cecil at some point, so we'll see if we can find another island up here. If by the time I hit 8 fuel I can't do that, we'll begin our return through Port Cecil back to fallen London. Although we are starting to get close enough to a new cache point, that cache point being the one necessary to purchase a new level of ship, one with preferably more supplies. And the wreck of Nocturne. Interesting ship. Saviour's Rock is some distance in the north. And what's with all the spiders? Excuse me? What's with all the spiders? I don't think we should be being here. Look, I kind of want to shoot at that island right now. Please tell me that there's a way through here. Yes, but there are going to be spiders on board our ship for forever, aren't there? Is there a port here, or...? Oh. There isn't one. Well, that's... I don't want to know, really. A stowaway! The quartermaster's been complaining of food going missing of late, and now you know why. The monkey foundling sits smiling innocently behind a crate, mouth surrounded by fresh crumbs, and in a bed of... Wait, you've stolen clothes? Yeah, you seemed fun, she says. She desperately wants to explore the sea with you. I suppose we shall say, you can stay. She can earn her keep doing odd jobs for now. Your treasures need polishing, your mug needs filling. In time, maybe you can make an officer out of her. Well, she seems happy. Monkey Foundling hugs you tight and asks, I sparkle where you keep the weapons. That terrifies me. Keep her away from the cannons. I don't want her accidentally setting them off when I don't need them. Yeah, let's leave the place of spiders. Let's leave the place of Muffet. Excuse me? The naivety. Well, you could have shown up on my sensors, but instead we find this port. Which is just about as terrifying, because I could see it's still covered in spiders, and nothing but spiders. There are spiders everywhere. The sound of their constant motion is like pebbles on the beach. Oh, we have provisions here. I mean, let's do... Oh, wait. Oh, you're a mascot. With more hearts than the current guinea pig, but the guinea pig gives pages. Still, I guess it's not a humongous issue. I guess we could put her as a mascot. Then again, like 67 hearts is an amazing one. As long as I don't need veils or pages for whatever reason. the scuttering reaches. Intricate webs stretch into the darkness where the shadows are never entirely still. Gossamer threads stolen by the breeze tickle the goosebumps on your skin. 1,000 unseen eyes promise a million more. We could bring light into the darkness. The star spiders avoid the candlelight, but not out of any sense of fear. Though far from tolerant of outsiders, they care little enough for their abandoned webs to turn a blind eye to at least a little scavenging, up until a point. Or we could attempt to risk exploring without candles. In this wasteland, only the false stars on the roof beneath illuminate the webs and ruins of sorrow spiders call home. You may still stumble upon something, though, or indeed into something. Let's not. Prepare for the Festival of Silk. The glumness of the naivety is broken by the reds and golds of freshly hung banners. Spider-worshipping weavers and widows guide the traders in readying their celebration of gratitude to the generous neighbors that silently watch over them from the shadows. We could trade some supplies for silk. The fine silk of Saviour's Rock is the most coveted in the Neath. There could be no better time to acquire some without the usual trader's markup. Our delivery of trinkets. An almost entirely legitimate silk trader urgently requests your help in delivery to fallen London. We have mushroom wine here. That saddens me. I guess we'll assist with the festival preparations. The assistance of an experienced captain and crew will hardly be turned down. Quiet murmurs of appreciation. The traders of the naivety have little practice showing appreciation, but at least put in an effort. In particular, they're not entirely accidental to let slip the secret of the accord of grace, hospitality granted visitors by generous neighbors, of whom they will speak no ill. They do, however, hint that this only applies to travelers arriving through the port. Those unlucky enough to run aground on the rocks can consider themselves. But no. A sorrow spider might hear something they would, of course, never say. I swear, it's like a bloody parade in here, and I'm going to have even more editing to do because they can never bother to leave me alone. Anyway, continue. Okay, nothing else for us here. I guess we could trade some supplies for silk. 7 supplies is about enough to get back from this point. A fine trade. We'll only need to stock up on supplies like this till after the Festival of Silk, once the merchant and his people load your goods onto the ship. It'll be back to echoes like regular after that, but still, you come see me and I'll give you a great deal that'll turn Mr. Vale's coat white. He pauses for a moment, checking the shadows on instinct. Of course, if anyone asks, I never said that. And a delivery of trinkets. Trinkets? Just trinkets, confirms the man, holding out the box, shaking it. You are rattling and see a sudden look of horror on the man's face. He says nothing, though, merely backs away as quickly as good manners permit. I guess we'll shove off once more to the deep dark sea. There's no mushroom wine here, and hopefully the sorrow spiders don't feel the urge to pop out of that box, because obviously there's going to be one there. In the meantime, let us head our way to Port Cecil. The haunted doctor shrinks from a sorrow spider. How did that horrible creature get aboard the ship? Smash the sorrow spider with a flung boot. How did that horrible creature get aboard the ship? Or call a sailor to take care of the nasty thing. The captain's more important concerns. A relief. The haunted doctor breathes easier. He rummages for a hidden bottle, drinks deep. I apologize, my lord. It is not that I am a cowardly man, merely. He sighs. I was not Neath-born. When I ventured here, I knew nothing of claymen. Had hardly imagined I might one day share a hansom cab with a charismatic devil. I had never even heard tell of a story sorrow spiders whose webs catch men's minds as easily as their bodies. Have you not visited the observatory where they nest? I suspect not. His hand trembles. It was a full year I found myself there with the lady. She wrapped me in silk, and her children kept me warm. She gave me her sight, and all she asked in return was my eye. It was a dream. I cannot call it a nightmare, yet one I woke from with shivers and a revelation. If it is in light that such sorrow breeds, only in darkness could there be hope. In the liberation of night, I believe I saw hope for us all. I was misguided. But that story, you know. Please, I would return to my duties. I really wish that people could at least, respect that. I've told them multiple times I'm recording at this time, and as long as my door is closed, you should not open it. For any particular reason. I mean, I do understand it is still technically their household, and they're letting me live here as long as I'm at college, but... oh well. It's just annoying when that happens. Anyway, we'll almost make it to Port Cecil soon, and hopefully from there we can do much else. Ah, this music again. And what is this, a cage shark? An albino moray. Well, as much as I would love to take it down, I don't think I have enough damage to actually put the beast out of its misery. I mean, surely any beast that lives down here must be miserable. But I guess we'll take a slight detour through these rocks in at least an attempt to avoid attracting its attention. I heard that beast. I heard it all too well. I heard that it was chasing me. Ooh, I don't know if we're gonna make it back. I really don't. I mean, I would like to, but that's not always an opportunity that's afforded. Alright, we can play some more chess, explore here, gather some intelligence. Put a Blemmigan ashore, or sell your Apockian chess piece. Wasn't there something here that I could acquire? I'll buy one of each, or multiples of each. But we'll play a little bit of chess here, as it's still vaguely straightforward. Although I will make sure that my pages is as high as possible, first and foremost, before attempting this. A disciplined success. Our thoughts bubble up each time you touch a chess piece. This one longs for home. That one has a secret desire for revenge against the slayer of its rank mate. This will be a queen one day. Those who would do better as metal. You taste the metal. You ignore these thoughts and move methodically to a victory over your opponent. He blinks. Checkmate? He asks helplessly. Win enough games and something else will occur. Ah, okay. Now they're difficult. And we'll explore the coral knoll around Port Cecil. My lord, I'm a good Z-man. I'm yours if you'll have me. Will you have me? I'm hungry. I'll work hard. He seems likely enough, if a little ragged and sorrowful. I guess we'll do a little bit of generosity with him, pay his passage home, gaining an outlandish artifact for a lot less than we would pay normally, and we'll lose a little echoes and terror as a result. Alright. What else can I do, if anything? I guess we should continue to head out of Port Cecil. Not much else to do here. My pages has risen as a result of this. We have a few more supplies to try to guarantee our journey. And we'll put the monkey foundling back, just because it gives a much higher stat boost. The reassignment has worried the crew. Change officers in port to avoid this. Interesting. I was not aware of that. Oh well. Where did I put my phone? Then I remembered I actually left it in my pocket this entire time and I just haven't noticed. And time will be up soon enough. I guess we will make our way through... Do I want to go through the Salt Lions? Is that even closer? Yes, it makes it a straight shot to it. Although if I head north, I head through Wisdom, Abbey Rock, Station 3, Pigmont Isle, and then head down south, which I think is a little bit better, but I think the Sphinx Stone is also greater. Do I want to go through the Sphinx Stone? The Sphinx Stone is definitely worth more money, but all the things at Abbey Rock and otherwise... No, I think I've already used my recent news. Let's see, do I have any recent news? Recent news, recent news, recent news. Methinks I don't have any recent news remaining. I don't see what I'm looking for. Yes, I don't think we have any, meaning it's much less useful to go up north. because that means we only have Abbey Station 3 to get any benefit from this. So I guess we will head down to the Salt Lions. What might this be? You piqued my interest, but if I can only catch you, particularly tormented bound shark. Well. Let us not have a little living torpedo chase us down. May or may not be a good thing, but I just don't feel as if I deal enough damage to make it worthwhile. Blue skin Tanak might be nice, and at least providing a little bit of benefit. Yeah, we're already at Wisdom. We'll grab a port report here before we head down south to the Salt Lions. Here we are, another port report here. Anything else that's useful for us? No thanks. Shoving off once more into the deep Black Sea, we hope to not find something that could easily destroy us. Then again, I guess we're expected to fight those types of creatures. Considering, I think they deal about 10 points of hull damage. About. Ah yes, I should not be heading down to the Carnate. Not like this wouldn't be useful, it's more of, there's nothing for us there. Are those thoroughbreds? Yes, they are. Interesting that they have that kind of creature down here where the sea takes place overall. Like, what would a horse look like in the Neath? Probably some eldritch abomination, to be in all honesty. It would be surprising, to say the least. Alright, what else do we have for us here? Well, we'll be on the Salt Lions soon, so I guess that doesn't really make sense. I guess it really doesn't matter that much. Although we are going to have to grab more fuel on our way back, unless 5 fuel can really take us the entire journey back home. But I think we'll end this at the Salt Lions before our journey back, mostly because once we reach Farm Abundant, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do. Mostly deciding whether or not, or what happens next. We also have to find the hunting trophy in order to conclude that little bit of strategic information. Yeah, I suppose we'll end it here, mostly because I also am a little bit pressed for time. I'm recording this in the morning, which is why all these random interruptions keep happening anyway. Naturally, we'll visit the Unmakers once again, but we only lose terror from this. Compile a port report, and then what's in my hold? Nothing at all. Let's grab some Sphinx Stone. Any shops here? Nope, not at all. And with that, we shall end the video here. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Sunless Sea, and I am signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe for it helps out a great deal, and I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.